And joining us at the big desk for the very first time, a football great whose trophy cabinet is loaded with silverware, including the 1999 Champions League, 7 Premier League titles and 4 FA Cups.
Wow.
Manchester United legend Roy Keane. Welcome.
Some quality in the studio.
Finally.
It's a bit hard to replace TT. We're very happy to have you. I know everyone in America is very happy to have you too. We're expecting the no-nonsense approach tonight.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, all straightforward.
All good, ready to
Who's more famous in America, Roy Keane or Roy Kent?
But of course, we're all here for the Europa League final. Your former side, it's United's 3rd Europa League final in, what, 8 years? How confident are you feeling?
Yeah, I mentioned it last week. I think I was really confident last week about United, but as I've got closer to the game, I'm starting to have a bit more doubts about, you know, which United team will turn up. Obviously, both teams are struggling for league form. Spurs obviously have beaten United a few times already this season. So it's a really difficult one to call. And again, it'll come down to a moment, which top player will turn up. And hopefully someone like Bruno will do the business, because I think all the pressure's on Man United. If Spurs lose, I'll think it's typical Spurs. If United lose it, it will be, I think, almost a shock to the system on the back of their poor league campaign.
Your old mate there?
Yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yeah.
No words?
Sorry?
No words?
On
Your old mate?
what old mate?
Micah?
Sir Alex Ferguson? No?
No, well, I hope he enjoys the game, yeah. I hope it's a good night for all United supporters and ex-managers.
We've got Captain Fantastic next to us of your Manchester United teams. I mean, what a captain he was, and you're bosom buddies now.
He's hesitating.
It's really nice to have. It's really nice, Roy, to have you on the show.
I'm not sure you're supposed to talk.
No.
No, you might drop it.
If you want it.
You can.
Anyway. Roy, it's nice to have you on the show. It's really nice for the American people to get a little bit of Roy Keane.
Yes.
You know?
We could all do a bit of Roy Keane in our lives. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Guillem, we'll be back
Thank
with you
you.
in just a moment. Do you agree, Roy? Do you think this is his penultimate game in charge?
Yeah, I think so. And on the back of it, because the pressure's been under, and to lose 21 games, listen, that's hard to take. But if he can win a trophy, then you think it's probably, in a strange way, a good time to leave. But of course, if he loses, you're thinking the pressure will just be mounted on him. I think he has been a bit narky lately. I think when he first came into the Premier League, everyone was enjoying his humour, the novelty of it. But the pressure's took its toll on him. You can see that. You can see with him, it's been building. But having said that, I think Spurs, whatever's gone on this year, if they can push all that to the side, this is where you need a strong mentality for a final. Almost obviously forget the league campaign.
Yeah.
If they can win tonight, then it'll be a great night for Spurs. That's the nature of it, and that's where it's a test for Spurs, where we've always been critical over the years. They certainly have to have a good mentality tonight and a belief that they can beat Man United.
You, Roy?
Yeah, well, clearly just problems on and off the field at United. That's it. But what would help when you start winning football matches? All of a sudden, you think that will drive the club forward. I think when we played years ago, we knew there was a business to United. We knew what was going on in the background, but we were driven to win football matches. Whereas now, we're talking too much about what's happening at United at board level, takeovers over the last few years, problems in the background. Get back to winning football matches, and hopefully that will then fall into place. But first and foremost, remember what you're at a football club for. You're there to win football matches, and United certainly, obviously, haven't been doing that well enough for the last few months. And all that creates pressure on the pitch and off the pitch.
Europa League final, Spurs leading a 0-0 at the break. Now, Roy, people worried it would be a cagey affair given how much is on the line. Champions League qualification, much needed financial stimulus for both clubs. But Spurs got the goal. What are your thoughts on the
huge moment? Well, really lack of quality. They've almost brought their league form to the table, but there's been tension, obviously. Yeah. And the Spurs have managed to get their nose in front. Big moment, obviously. We're giving Johnson a go, but I think it might come off Shaw. We mentioned before the game about getting bodies in there. United having bodies back, but not obviously doing a defensive job. And we look at it closely. I still think, and we saw crosses in swingers earlier. I think Maguire's got to focus on clearing the ball. Johnson does a brilliant run, obviously nice and aggressive, but United, enough bodies back, but not doing enough. And I think, again, question marks over the keeper. Looks like an OG to me.
A lot of people want your thoughts on your former club, Manchester United, but did the better team win today?
Yeah, I think so. I think we worried to start the second half. They shut up shop very early, and obviously were just going to be defensive, but they defended really well, unlike Spurs, shall we say. United lack real quality, and when United are dependent on Harry Maguire to get you out of jail at the end of the game, it sums up their problem. And I think the goal summed up the game. Real lack of quality, poor decision-making from United at the end, but what a great night for Spurs. Considering the season had, the pressure they were under, the manager, you look at the celebrations there, well done to Spurs. Hi, Ange. Roy Keane here. I just want to say, Ange, well done. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant performance. Was it part of your tactic with so long to go, just to sit back in and shut up shop, really? Did you think one goal would be enough? Did you actually believe that?
Yeah, I thought we could, Roy. We've been really disciplined in Europe away from home. I mean, I think we kept a clean sheet at Frankfurt. We kept a clean sheet at Bodo away from home, and very similar performances. And this group's, you know, got that resilience in them now. Look, it makes a difference when I've got Van der Ven, Romero, Udogi, Vicario, you know, and then, you know, Bissouma and obviously Pyro right back with Bissouma and Bentancur.
Have you got your shin pads on, James?
No,
not quite.
Bud.
To be fair, I weren't going to do any interviews, but then I heard it was with Roy Keane, so I
Come on, Roy. It's on you.
Hey, Manos, can you do the dance out, please? Do it for us, will you?
Oh, will I? With pleasure, Micah, with pleasure. Roy Keane, that's for you, sir.
Roy, do you have any
I've always
words?
said he's a good player. That's it. I've always said he's a good player, but he needs to be more consistent. Simple as that. And he played well tonight.
The reason why we were here tonight, Roy.
Don't worry. I know you played your part. Well done. Don't worry.
Nah, I'm only messing. Nah, I came down to have a word. He just pulled me, but...
And we ask our defenders, people talk about our midfielders, about doing a job. You've got to multitask. You've got to be able to do this and still clear the ball, as if, like, I've got my man here. No, you've got to multitask. Do more than one job.
It's just been too easy. I think
Far too easy. It's been like that all season for United. Far too easy.
Roy, unfortunately, we can't have you next season for a Manchester United perspective, but would you come as a Spurs
Can we swap
fan?
them for anyone?
Not sure. Let me
You're
have a
not
think
sure?
about it.
Speak to your agent.
We've enjoyed having you in the studio.
Micah.
Marks out of 10 for Roy's debut.
Absolutely
11.
brilliant.
11.
10 out of 10.
Hey,
Who's
star.
Kate? Who's Serie?
Oh, we got a new team in town.
Yeah,
New
a
team in town. What would you give Anita?
10 out of 10, baby.
You guys, you've been a
lovely.
pleasure to work with.
What was
Yeah.
it, Tiger?
Me?
Me.
Your analysis, 10 out of 10.
We're always
7 out of
top-notch,
10.
aren't we?
Take 7,
We're
take
always
7.
top-notch, aren't we?
You should probably send Tottenham that analysis. They might need it next season.
Yeah, might do.
OK, well, congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur. Thank you to Jamie, Roy and Micah. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us for the Europa League final. Of course, you'll have Championship playoff at the weekend and then Champions League final next week in Munich. PSG against Inter Milan. We can't wait to see you. Take care.